2011. This is the Dvitiya Bhaga, Ramayana Bhaga. One thing I forgot to announce in the prior class, so the next class is going to be, of course, on the 4th Saturday, which is March 26th, which is the 4th Saturday, the next class. So, anyway, let's do the Mangalacharanam. Ramo Rajamanis Sada Vijayate, Ramam Ramesham Bhaje, Ramena Vihata Nishachara Chamu, Ramaya Tasmai Namaha, Rama Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham, Rame Chittare Sada Bhutame Bho Rama Mamuddhara, Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame, Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane, Shri Rama Nama Varanana Undameti. Okay, so Ravi, we are on which sloka? I said number 97, right?
Yes, Satish, we have to do 97.
So let's start with that. Let's do the Ucharanam, Patanam. Dasha Varsha Sahasrani, Dasha Varsha Shatani cha, Ramo Rajyam Upasitva, Brahmalokam Prayasyati. Its first step, of course, is Shanaihi Uchaihi Spashtam Ucharanam. Divaram Trivaram Va. Dasha Varsha Sahasrani, Dasha Varsha Shatani cha, Ramo Rajyam Upasitva, Brahmalokam Prayasyati. Dasha Varsha Sahasrani, Dasha Varsha Shatani cha, Ramo Rajyam Upasitva, Brahmalokam Prayasyati. See, very simply, if you just know how, if you have only the Varna Vidya, Varna Jnanam, if you can recognize only the letters, there's nothing to stop you from keep on reading, and you will pick up, slowly pick up more and more things. So, like in English, we read, we don't understand everything, but we keep on reading. So here also, if you keep on reading loudly, slowly, you'll get a lot of knowledge. For the same way, you can read also the Vyakarana Granthas can be read by you. So most important thing is that. Okay, Ravi, you put the for us.
Dasha Varsha Sahasrani.
Samastam Padam, yes.
Dasha Varsha Shatani cha. Shatani and then cha.
Cha, correct.
Ramaha Rajyam Upasitva Brahmalokam Prayasyati.
Okay, so what's the Tingantam Padam here?
Prayasyati.
Prayasyati. Now, Ravi is going to be a Tinganta Samrat. So you have to give one small place in your Rajyam to Vasu, okay, Ravi, because he is a young Ganta. So young look Ganta, very small place, but he has that one. So otherwise, Shesham Bhavata Rajyam. So, okay, let's see now. Prayasyati. For the pra is Upasarga. Dhatu is Ya. What's in Dhatu Patha? You might know it. Ya is
Ya Prapane.
Ya Prapane. See, Ya Prapane. To reach someplace. Oh, to reach. Okay, it's in the Adadigana. So it's straightforward form, but we can do it quickly. Let me just see if I can put my document here. Okay, so Prayasyati. So Prayasyati. So Upasarga Pra. Prayasyati document is not working. Okay, Prayasyati. Okay. So let's see the pra out of it. So you want to do it for us? The Ya plus
Lrut.
Lut. Ya plus Lut. What's the for the Lut, Ravi, you think is here?
Syatasi Lrulutoho.
Before that, Lut Vidhayaka Sutram.
Oh, Lrut Sheshe.
Sheshe, very good. Very good. So I think Sheshe I think is a sutram. So give me 1 second. Okay, so Lut, and what Ravi is saying is that, see, in the Ashtadhyaya, this adhikara of Vartamane, then, Bhute, Vartamane, Tatpaschat, Bhavishyati. Bhavishyati starts from where you think, Ravi? Oh, I think 333. So there are very few rules there, which is Bhavishyati, Gamyadeha. In that the sutram which says, Lut Sheshe Cha. Lut Lakara can be used in the remaining, so Sheshe Cha. So what is, let's take a look at the Vyakhanam for 1 second, because first we have to come up with a sutram which will say Lut Lakara for us, and that is Lut Sheshe Cha. So 3313 Lut Sheshe Cha. Bhavishyati Sheshe Kriyat Upapadad Pudadanyaha. So when you have the Kriyat Kriya Upapada, when the Upapada, special Upapada is not there, the remaining cases, Shuddhe Bhavishyati. So let's take this Vyakhyanam. Shuddhe bhavishyati kale. You start bhavishyati kale without anything, upapada being there or not there. So shuddhe bhavishyati kale. Chakarat also kriyayam cha upapade kriyartha. In that case also, chakarat kriyayam cha upapade kriyarthayam dhato lut pratyaya bhavati. Anyway, without going too much into sutram, this is the vidhayaka. So then we got 3.3.13. What's the next step? Anubandha lopaha, tiptasji, and then what is the next step, Ravi?
Then syatasi lutoho.
So we get the pratyaya tip, and in the meanwhile you get the syatasi lutoho, yasyati. So what we did was anubandha lopaha for the tip also. So we simply using syatasi. First we get the tip pratyaya. So we get no. What do we do first? What do you think?
First we have to do tip and then
Correct, tip. Because the tip also is a lut because Thani Vadadeshanal Vidhav is also a lut because Shatasi Lu Lutoho. There's a lut pratyaya to be Lu. Lu means lut and lung both. So here we have to use the usual 3-4-78 followed by the 3-1-33, right? Shatasi Lutoho. That's what gives us the pratyaya yasyati. So yasyati, nothing special, straightforward. Okay, so that's the prayas. Who's the karta of that, Ravi?
Ramaha.
Ramaha, so he's the karta. So first thing, attack the tingantam padam. That is the heart of the sentence. And try to fit the karta. If it's kartariyartha, if it's karmani, get the karma out of it. So you're looking for a karta which is in the prathama, which is the prathama purusha ekvajanam. Rama fits that, so he is here. And what is the karma of that?
Rajyam. Oh no, Brahmalokam. Sorry.
Brahmalokam. So Brahmalokam is a kind of a compound. What kind of compound do you think it might be? Brahmalokam is declined like Ramavat, finally. Brahmalokam Dvitiya Ekvachanam, straightforward. What kind of compound do you think it might be?
Is it Brahmanaha Lokam?
Could be Brahmanaha Lokam. Okay, let's see what the commenter has to say. Or Brahmachya Lokam maybe, which is equal. So Brahmana Lokam is Shashit Purushaha. Take it Karmadharyaha Lokam called known as Brahma. Couple of choices, any other choices? It's not, this is not going to be a Bahuri compound because Lokam has Pradhanyam. Uttarapadasya Pradhanyam Spashtam Drishyate. So when that being the case, it has to be Tatpurusha compound only. So it's not Brahma and Loka to separating, it would have been a dual form. So it's not going to talk about Samahara Dvandva. So Dvandva is out, Avibhava Samasa is out, Bahuvri is out, talking about Tatpurusha. Tatpurusha means two branches, Samajikaranam, Vyadhikaranam. Ravi is suggesting that Brahmanaha Lokam. Good choice. No other choice may be Samajikaranam, right Ravi? So Brahmakhyam Lokam. So Loka by the name Brahma. Possible. But let's see what the commentators give now. So, but I think Ravi has a good choice, which is Brahmanaha Loka. See, compound will not be black and white. There will be some choices. Brahma Loka Prakti. Brahma Lokam. Vaikunthadi Lokam. Okay. So this is probably not Brahmanaha Lokam then Ravi. So Vaikunthadi Lokam. So Loka, which his name is Brahma. Okay. Let's see what other commentator says. Brahmanaha Brahma Lokam. Rajyadashavasya sahasrani upasitva vatave. Okay. Santpurasya. Vaikuntham Gamishyati. So with that Vyakhyanam, what do you think it is? Ravi. Vyakhyanam is
Vaikuntham. Like Karmadharaya.
Looks like similar, doesn't it? Looks like they're taking Brahma essence of Vaikuntha over here. It seems to me. So it looks like they're taking like that from the comment from the Sandarbha, from the context. Brahma Lokam Vaikuntha Lokam iti Vyakhyanam. So that's what the choice. Anyway, we had done our homework. We got to the point. It's not a Bahuvri, not Dvandva, not a Avibhava, Tatpurusha. Tatpurusha could have been a Vedhikarana Tatpurusha, could have been a Kramadharya compound. Again, Vedhikarana means there's a relationship of case between those two. There's a case relationship. Case relationship means the world of Brahma, world by Brahma, world in Brahma. Or if it's Samajikaranam, means it is Loka is Brahma. In this case, Brahma is taken as Vaikuntha. So Vaikuntha Lokam, you take it as a, so Vaikuntha Vaikuntadi lokam, Vaikunta lokam. Okay, so that's that. Now, what is there is one clause hanging there, upasitva. Ktva pratyaya means you have seen many times now if you've been following the homeworks, which is that samanakritikayoho purvakale. Samanakrita is doing two actions over here. Samanakritikayoho purvakale. Of course, only one karta, it is Ramaha. Uttaravartini kriya is here, so prayasyati. Prayasyati. Straightforward construct is Rama will go forth to Brahma Lokam, Vaikuntha Lokam, having part upas. So upasate comes in Gita. So upasa is to serve, to also means worship. Let's see what Aptaji says. Upasate. Upas. In this case, okay, we'll go to the commentary also. But let's say what the Shabdakosha says for upas, because here this is normally upasate is, of course many places in Gita, right? Very chapter 12 first shloka, right? Evam satata yuktaye bhaktastam paryupasate there. But upas means to worship her, means to sit close by. Upasa sit also means to fast, sit close by, because means to sit near her. Sit at the side of, to serve her. So maybe to serve, having to partake, maybe to use, to abide, to reside, to pass time, to approach, to invest, to be engaged in, to maybe take part in. This would be a good one. To be engaged and take part in, to remain or continue in a state of action. Okay, to expect, to attach oneself to practice also. Okay, that's good. To practice, to resort, employ, to use. So different meanings. Let's see what the Vyakhyana means: to sit close to attend upon, to partake of, to worship. These are various meanings. Let's see what the Vyakhyana says. Upasitva is nityavad anushtaya. Anushtaya. Anushta means to practice, having practiced, having ruled in short, ruled the kingdom. Nityavad anushtaya. So means having anushtaya, to perform, to carry out, execute, means to kind of administer the kingdom, taken care of it, to practice, to observe, to govern. Okay, having governed the kingdom. So upasya is upasitva, having governed the kingdom for that many years. So these dhatu pasara combinations you just have to, thank you, Radha. Dhatu, Gita Prasad is served. Okay, so having served the kingdom. That's the straightforward meaning, is served. Anushtaya, what other commentators say? Upasitva, let's see what it says. Upasitva, krutva ityartha, krutva means having, she simply gives krutva, one commentator gives. Other commentator gives upasya. Okay, upasya, no. So having served. All right. Now, so Ravina, what's the problem here? Upasitva, the form. What is the problem here? Normally, what we should have had? We should have had Sutram 7137, right? So lyap, because samasanyam purvek jo lyap. Even the commentator gives also, which he gives that upasya. Upasitva is upasya. Now what the commentator gives is as follows. He gives the next statement is that vachandasi iti vaktavye ktva api chandasi iti prayogad anityaha lyab adeshaha. Okay. In fact, it says he gives, and then he gives another commentary, is santva purvam janan anuvartatena paripalya tirtaha. Paripalya means having protected his people very lovingly, santa purvam, with consoling them and protecting them. Now, so what we're talking about? We're talking about this rule is samasanyam purvek, should be upasya. Upasya. What Sutram says, Ktvapi Chandasi, and the commentator says that Ktvapi Chandasi means that Sutram 7137 was saying that Samasanyam Purve Ktvo Lyap, the Tva Pratyat is the Lyap Adeshaha. When you have a Sama, when it's at the end of a compound, and the compound should not be a Nyantat Purushaha. So which we don't have. We have Upa upasya. First of all, the compounding is done by sutram. By which sutram, Ravi? The compounding done by? What kind of compound is it?
Nai Tatpurusha?
No, Nai, we don't have Nai over here, right? Upasya. It's Kugati Pradaya. Kugati Pradaya. Because remember, the Upa gets the sanya of Upasarga and Gati also. Kugati Pradaya. So we're going to talk about next time in the beginning class how these Pradayas, they get their Nipatas, their Avyayas, and when they're Kriya Yoge, they get the sanya of Upasarga and also Gati. And also Gati. So Pradaya, they get, Pradi means all these 22, what we normally call Upasarga, that's called Pradaya. So Upa, some, those, these, all these Upasarga Kriya Yoge, Gatishcharavi. And when that happens, they can go into a compound, Kugati Pradaya. We have, Kugati Pradaya. So 2 to 18. So it's a compound. It's a special kind of Tatpurusha compound. The Vishesha Tatpurusha Samasa. Vishesha Tatpurusha Samasa. The special kind of Tatpurusha Samasa. It is there. It's Kugati Pradaya. So by 737 should have become the Lyap Pratyaya. It will become Upasya. Instead, Valmiki says Upasitva. Upasitva. Now, how do they justify this form? The next sutram it says that Tva Pichandasi. And this the sutram was saying, and the commentator says as follows, is Va Chandasi ti Vaktavye. Panini could have said Va Chandasi. He didn't say Va, he says Tva Api Chandasi. So that is the Nyapaka they take, is that Tva Api Chandasi ti Prayogat Anitya Lyab Adeshaha. Lyab Adeshaha can sometimes be bypassed. If you look at the Vyakhyanam on this, so this is of course again Vyakhyanam Sharanam. Is look at the Vyakhyanam on 7130. So remember the Sutram 7138, which is of course Valmiki in many places. Valmiki Rishi he will not abide by that 7137, the Lyap. He says that Vachandasi. See this commentary is taken from the Kashika. Vachandasi ti Vaktav is in na Uktam. Sarva Upadi Vyabhicharartham. Means Sarva Upadi Vyabhichara means not only Chandasi, but even Sarva Upadi Vyabhicharartham means even in other places it will Vyabhichara. There will be different usages. That 7137 will not be followed. All the conditions of 7137 can be relaxed in some situations. Not only Chandasi, but other places also the 7137 conditions can be relaxed. Tena asamasa lyab bhavati. Not only that, he says, when you don't have a samasa also, we can get a lyap. Archa. Archa is, there is no samasa here. So 737 will apply even when no samasa is there. So that's what. So not only will the twa apply when lyap should be applied, so lyap may apply when twa should be applied also. So all these kind of things will take place from this. So the 7138 is taken as a rule which will allow us to do these kind of things. Basically, we have to justify the usage in this language, and that's the only way we have is to 7138 use the Vyakhyanam. So maybe put in document maybe is that Upasitva. And of course it's a said dhatu. So once we have that form, then it is going to be Upasitva. Upasitva you have to use Upasitva. Is justified using 7138. Okay, Ravi. So Pidagamaha Upasitva. Now after that, what do we have? Then what is the object of Upasitva?
Upasitva Rajyam.
Very good, Rajyam. We're just having served the kingdom. You got that. Then this is one thing, Dashavarsha Sahasrani, Dashavarsha Shatani. Of course in Avyam. So these are, Varsha Sankhya. This is a time of years. Now, what is Vibhakti here, Ravi?
So, Dvitiya Ekavachanam?
Bahuvachanam, right? Bahuvachanam.
Sorry, Bahuvachanam.
Dvitiya. Now, Dvitiya come what sutram? We already have one Dvitiya here in Rajyam. So now, how come Dvitiya is coming Dashavarsha Sahasrani? Now, what kind of Dvitiya is this? I think gave you last time, right? Which was this Dvitiya Sutra. In fact, this is also the commentator gives, because it's Govinda Raja. He comments a lot on the Vyakaranam in the beginning of Ramayanam, and he made the following comment: Atyanta Sanyoge Dvitiya.
Oh, so it's that kaladhvanor atyanta sanyoge.
Very good, very good. Kaladhvanoho atyanta sanyoge. Kaladhvanor atyanta sanyoge. What number will that be?
It should be below karmani dvitiya.
Very good, very good. Karma dvitiya. Because karma dvitiya comes in 2.3.2. See, any vibhakti vidhanam in this language has to be done by sutram in 2.3. Now, some of those will depend on a karaka sanya, which defined 1.4. Some will be done directly. So, which will be the karaka vibhakti, upapada vibhakti they are called. So, one more time. Any vibhakti vidhanam in this language has to be done in one sutram in 2. There's only one pada for that. There's no other pada, only 2.3. In fact, 2.3 only has about 70 something rules. If you can master 2.3, you can really be an expert in this vibhakti vishaye. Now there, karma dvitiya, as Ravi said, is a dvitiya vibhakti vidhanam, which we don't have. Because he did not serve this time, he served the kingdom for this time, period of time. So kaladhvano atyanta sanyoge. Kaladhvano atyanta sanyoge. When you do an action for a continuous period of time, or not intermittently, in the for this period of time or distance, kaladhvano. In the kalavachika atva advavachika, advan padavati, advan. So that will take the dvitiya vibhakti. One more time, this is a very important sutram. We do something for, like for example, Eka varsham vyakaranam adhite. So vyakaranam for 1 year. So for 1 year. The dvitiya comes from the sutram and is atyanta sanyoge. Ryomusham atyanta sanyoge. It's a technical term. It's used by Panini's sutram kaladhvano atyanta sanyoge. Kaladhvanoho atyanta sanyoge. So because if you don't know this vyakaranam, when the commentator says atyanta sanyoge dvitiya, you don't know what he's talking about. But Ravi got it, which is because you know this sutram. Kaladhvano atyanta sanyoge. Okay, so that refers to 235. So this is Dashavarsha Sahasrani, Dashavarsha Shatani. Because you would be thinking Dvitiya is coming from what sutram? So Dvitiya is not the usual. See, the Dvitiya, the normal Dvitiya comes when I say normal. Karmani Dvitiya. Karmani Dvitiya comes from what sutram, Ravi? Which defines karma is defined by what sutram? Kartuhu ipsidatamam karma, right? So Kartu ipsidatamam karma. That's the karma sanya, right, Ravi?
Yes, Satish.
So that will be coming in 1.4, which means that which the doer really wants to do by the action is called karma. So kartur ipsita tamam karma. Now here that's rajyam. That is rajyam over here. He wants to serve the kingdom, not the time. So this will not get the karma sanya. So you have to be careful. So this Dashavarsha Sahasrani, Dashavarsha Satani will not get karma sanya. It will only get dvitiya vibhakti it will get, but not karma sanya. Not karma sanya. Let's say what happens if it becomes passive, Ravi. Then this will remain dvitiya only. If you become passive, Ravi, right? It will become the rajyam uplasya upasate, right? Let's say eka varsham rajyam upasate. Then it will become upasyate, passive, and rajyam will become prathama. Because that was a karma sanya, it became anabhita. While these two, Dashavarsha Sahasrani and whatever, or Ekavarsham in the example I gave, will remain dvitiya. That's important, Ravi, is that you don't get the karma sanya, you get the dvitiya vidhanam without karma sanya. So now there's no question of becoming the prathama of the passive active. Anyway, so I hope you got at least some of that. So 235 is the sutram there. So I'll put, so Dashavarsha Sahasrani. What kind of compound are those? While I'm putting documents, what kind of compound are those? Dashavarsha. How about the Varsha Sahasrani? How would just take that one for the moment?
The karmadharaya?
No, because then Varsha and Sahasra have to be. It's probably Shashti, right? It's 1,000 of years. What else can it be? It's not Dvandva. Dvandva will mean A and B, right? So Varshanam Sahasram. Varshanam Sahasram. And then what about the other one?
And Dasha.
What will that be? Dasha Varsha Sahasrani, and Dasha Varsha Shatani. So this is going to come by. So now we got Varsha Sahasrani. So now what happens? Let's take a simple compound, Ravi. Let's say the word like, for example, Ekadasha. Let's say, I should say that's a bad example. Let's say Dvishatam, 200. What does that compound mean? Like, what kind of compound is that?
Two of 100?
Is 2 times 100. Right?
2 times.
2 times. So Dvigunita Shatam. So that's really a Karmadharya compound. But it has been like a short form. So this, let me put this one down here. This is 235. 235. So Atyanta Sanyoge Dvitiya. Atyanta Sanyoge Dvitiya. Sanyoge Dvitiya. Okay. So what's happening is it's a Karmadharya compound, Ravi, except that it has it is Dasha Varsha is Karmadharya. Okay. How will be Karmadharya? Will be Karmadharya Dasha Varsha? What do you think? Which one do you want to take first? So you do want to take the Dasha Varsha first, or take Varsha Sahasrani first? What do you think, Ravi? What's your choice?
Varsha Sahasrani sounds more...
Sounds better. It's a group of 1,000 years. So 10 times 1,000 years. So let's look at the Vyakyan. Let's see what they have to say. Let's say Dasha Varsha Sahasrani says that Ekadasha Sahasra Samvatsara Nityartaha. Means that it is taking 11,000 years, because 10,000 plus 1,000 is 11,000. Dasha Varsha Sahasrani. I think that one probably work out to be better. Is take the Varsha Sahasrani, take Varsha Sahasram. Dasha Gunita. Dasha Gunita means 10 times. 10 times the 1,000 years become Dasha Varsha Sahasrani, so 10 times. So I think Varshanam Sahasram, in Dasha Gunita Varshanam Sahasram, Dasha Varsha Sahasrani. So this is, I think, will qualify as a Karmadharya compound which has what's called a Shaka Parthiva. Shaka Parthiva means that in the middle, like when you say Shaka Parthiva, it's a vegetable king. It's a Shaka Priya Parthiva, one who likes vegetables. Something in between is gone out. The English example I always give, like a computer guy. In English we say computer guy. He's a computer loving person or knowing person. We say computer person. The same thing here. There's 10 times that group. So that times is gone. Like in English, 10,000, right? English, same thing, 10,000. It's 10 times 1,000, 10,000. And it's English all same kind of samatha. It says forward. Okay, Dasha Sahasra is to be grouped first. Does it then qualify? Varsha. Let's see, Radha has a question. If Dasha Sahasra is to be grouped first, does that then qualify Varsha? You only qualify Varsha ultimately anyway, because Dasha Varsha Sahasra Shatani cha. So okay. So what she's saying is that is Dasha Varsha Dasha Sahasra is to be grouped. Dasha Sahasra cannot be grouped first, because this is between the between Dasha and the Sahasra you have Varsha. The only choice you have is to group Dasha Varsha first or Varsha Sahasra first. That's all choice you have. What I'm thinking is that Varsha, I'm sorry. So Varshanam Sahasram and then Dasha Gunita Varsha Sahasram is what I'm thinking. Yes.
Why Brigu is not considered at all in this discussion?
So see, it is like Panchapatham, right? So when you say Dasha Varsha, right? So it says Dashana Varshanam Samaharaha Dasha Varsha. And then you can say Samaharaha. Then following that will be Ekavachanam. Next, so Ekavachanam. Then again, Samahara, somehow to make this thousands of that, it will be difficult. So Samahara Dandva is used Napumsakalinga. Right? So Panchapatram, it makes Samahara. and you also make, it will be ekavachanam. Because if you look at 2.4, the samahara, this 241, this starts, jigur ekavachanam. Jigur ekavachanam. It become ekavachanam. After that, you make thousands of that, that will be a bit of a problem, I think. So in fact, so yes, you're right. If you make dasha varsha first, right? But there is another.
What is then anekavat bhavi dhituhu?
So what we could do here is that, see, the problem is that if you have a kramadharya compound, which is sankhya purva dviguho, right? Just for thinking, right? Now there's actually a sutram which says that you can make so what you're looking at is in 2.1, sankhya purva dviguho, in a dvigu is a subset of kramadharya compound. If it has to have sankhya or dik prior to it, then it has to be only certain conditions. Okay, let me get to that sutram. Sankhya purvo digoho. Then it says that tadhita uttarapada samahare cha. So you can ekadasha sahasra samvat, correct. It finally means 11,000 by 1,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,100. 11,000. The meaning is clear. 11,000 years. That is straightforward. But talking about the dik sankhya sanyayam, remember that if you want to use a sankhya or a digvachaka shabda in a karmadharya compound, it can only be used sanyayam, only a special name. You cannot say pancha brahmanaha. Because chatur veda can be said, sapta rishaya can be said, pancha brahmana cannot be said. There is no sanyayam. So there is no special five brahmana. Sapta rishaya you can say. Chatur veda you can say. So pancha brahmana cannot be said. Then how about dasha varsha? Can we say that? Of course not. There is no dasha varsha famous 10 years. But the next sutram says tadita uttarapade samahare cha. So if that dasha varsha is a samahara, but we don't have here. If it's part of tadita pratyaha, means if you are forming dasha varsha on the condition that you're going to bring a tadita pratyaya after that also is allowed. Uttarapade, that means that the dasha varsha is part of a bigger compound. It also is allowed. So that we could form dasha varsha in spite of the dik sankhya sanyayam because of tadita uttarapada samahare cha. Uttarapada we do have. If you can say pancha brahmana kulam can be said. Pancha brahmana cannot be said. Because pancha brahmana kulam is part of a bigger compound. So pancha brahmana can be formed on the condition that it's going to enter into another compound or it's going to enter into tadita pravaga. So we could have used dasha varsha group of 10 years and then thousands of that. Also, it looks to be a possibility also to me. So anyway, so I want to give 2151. Tadita uttarpada samahare cha. Either way, the meaning is going to be clear. It's going to be 10,000 years and of course 10,100 years. So that's going to be Dvitiya Vibhakti going with, of course, the Atyanta Sanyoge Dvitiya. Balramji has come, let's use them. Namaste, Gobadaram.
Namaste, Satashi.
Okay, number 97. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can get you a translation on the same page. Adhikrita Anuvadakaraha. Balaramaha. He is the authorized translator. Okay, let me see if I can get you the translation on the same
You can actually minimize it. I still can see it.
Yeah, I think I got it for you here. Okay. Now, Now, having served, what is that?
Upasitva.
Upasitva. His is understood. Kingdom is?
Rajyam.
Rajyam. For 11,000 years. We just did that. So that is what the
Dashavarsha Shatani.
Dashavarsha Sahasrani.
And Dashavarsha Shatani.
So 10,000 plus 10,100, which is
11.
Sri Rama, of course, is?
Rama. Ramo Rajyam. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Rama, correct. Will ascend.
Prayasyati.
Prayasyati will ascend. Prayas. Ya is to go. Prayas is kind of to set out. Prayas will ascend, will go forth. Brahmaloka is
Brahmaloka.
Okay, Vaikuntha Lokam. Okay, so straightforward. All right, thank you. Let's take the next one, Ravi. Let's see what we have there. So next one we have the idam, no, the Parashruti means what you get by listening to this Bala Ramayanam. Idam pavitram papagnam punyam vedaischa sammitam yah patet ramacharitam sarva papaish pramuchyate. Idam pavitram papagnam punyam vedaischa sammitam yah patet ramacharitam sarva papaihi pramuchyate. Idam pavitram papagnam punyam vedaischa sammitam yah patet ramacharitam sarva papaihi pramuchyate. What Tingantam Padam here, Sabi? Let's do Padacheda. No, sorry, let's do Padacheda first.
Okay. Idam
Uh-huh.
pavitram
Pavitram,
papaghanam
Papagnam,
punyam
Punyam,
vedaihi
Vedaihi,
cha
Cha,
sammitam
Samnitam,
yaha
Correct.
pathet
Patet,
ramacharitam
Ramacharitam,
sarva papaihi
Papaihi,
pramuchyate.
Muchyate. You want to do some compounds first? Sarva Papaihi is what?
Sarvani papani.
So Sarvaihi Papaihi, Sarvani, Karmadharya compound. Sarva Papaihi, straightforward, all sins. How about Ramacharitam? What kind of compound is that?
That's Shashti Tatpurusha. Ramasya Charitam.
Straightforward. Shashi Tatpurusha. Ramasya Charitam. Then, of course, Sammitam is a Gati Samasaha, Kugati Pradayaha, Sammitam. Now, Papagnam, what compound is that?
Is it Bahuvrihi?
No, only Bahuvri. So recognize one thing.
Oh, Upapadam. Upapadam.
Very good. Upapada Samasa. Because the word Ghana will not stand on its own. Because normally we have Sup Supa, right? We have to take Rajapurushaha, Ramacharitam, Sarva Papa. So all these you have one Sup and another Sup. But the word Ghana is not really Subantam. It's depending on that something to be there to the left of it to form the compound. So when the Uttara Bhagaha does not have Swatantriyam, in that case think it has a Dhatu in there with a Pratyaha. In that case think about Upapada Samasa. Upapadam Ating. Upapadam Ating. Upapada Samasaha is a special case of the Purusha Samasaha. What is special about it is that it says a Dhatu can take a pratyaya on a condition that when we enter into a compound with a particular upapada on the left hand side. Upapadam is close by. So that pratyaya is taken by the dhatu only on that condition that there will be an upapadam that which will allow that kind of formation to occur. So now I think we've done this a few times in the class, but to refresh memory again is that upapadam mating is only one sutram. Is there is any samasa has to be formed in 2-1-2 to Ashtadhyay. 2-1-2. There's no other way. To form a samasa, you have to go into 2-1 or 2-2. Within that, from 2-1-2-2 up to 2-2-2-2 Satpurushaha. And the last part of that, Panini gives some special kinds of purushas. Upapadam ating. Upapadam ating. Which means that if you have the upapadam can be compounded with samarthena shabdantarena. Doesn't have to be a sup ready. It can be only shabdantaram because what happens is this is a chicken and egg problem, because you cannot form the samasa until sup is ready. That sup cannot be formed until the dhatu can take the pratyaha. So, but the pratyaya cannot be taken until the samasa is formed. So that's why Pani puts upapadam ating. You can take an upapadam and compound it with a connected shabdantarena, another word form. So it has to be sup as long as a thing. You're not reading tingantam is not there. That's all. It's upapadam ating. Upapadam ating. Only one sutra, upapadam ating. Now the question is that which kind of upapadas can qualify to take which dhatus with which pratyaha? That is always a question. So let's look at upapadam ating very quickly. Upapadam ating. Upapadam ating. What sutram is there we define upapadam, Ravi? Which one defines upapadam for us?
Tatropapadam saptamistham.
Very good. Tatropapadam saptamistham. Upapadam ating. Upapadam subantam. So upapadam is subantam, which in this case is the papa. Upapadam subantam samarthena. Doesn't say supa. Samarthena. Nityam. What do you mean nityam? What do you mean nityam, Ravi?
There's no option.
No, nityam means that sapada vigraha vakyam na sambhavati, atha vigraha vakyam nasti eva. Normally when you say vigraha vakyam sama, let's say Raja Purusha, let's say Rama Charitam. So vigraha vakyam will be Ramasya Charitam, Rama Charitam. You can just take the word Rama and Charita, and from the vigraha vakyam very easily Ramasya Charitam. So sarvaihi papaihi, and so on. You could do that. But with this kind of samasa, you cannot just take papa and ghna and make a vigraha vakyam just from those two. You cannot say papasya gnaha, papasya gnam in this case. You have to say papam hanti iti papa gnam. So very simply is that, in fact, one of the best ways to learn upada samasas, look at the vigraha vakyam. In the vigraha vakyam, if you have tingantam padam ravi, that means upada samasa. So when you say papam hanti, otherwise normally in the vigraha vakyam samasa, the tinganta padam has no business over there really. But to express the upada samasa, you have to use the kamala jaha. Kamala jayate iti kamala jaha. Vyakaranajnyaha. Vyakaranajnyaha. Vyakaranam janati iti vyakaranajnyaha. So these are the situations. So one more time, if you have a tingantam padam in the vigraha vakyam, then think of upada samasaha. So that nityam ravi means that sapada vigraha vakyam na sambhavati atva kvachit vigraha vakyam na sambhavati eva. Like, it is from sammitam right here. Sammitam is also nitya samasa. Kugati pradaya. What is the vigraha vakyam of that? Yeah. You can use a parya shabda for some. So make it sammitam maybe. So this is when the situation the vigraha vakyam cannot be, at least well, keep it simple for time being, is that sapada vigraha vakyam na sambhavati. That is nityam, okay? So and Panini at the end of this section of Tatpurushas, he puts this nityam krida jivikayoho. So nityam. So nityam goes down from here. Kugati prada is there, upadamating is there, and something is there. And that's what is happening here. Now what Ravi was saying is that which dhatus can take which pratyaya, which can upadas. That's the topic in the dhatoho adhikaraha. Starts from 3192. Tatropapadam saptamistham. In this dhatu adhikaraha, we start from 3191 dhatoho. In this adhikara, why do I say this adhikara? Because anyapi asti, anyopi asti adhikaraha, etat purvam. Is dhatorek from 3122, Panini starts a dhatoho. He starts a new dhatoho from 3191 because these three rules, which is Satropapadam Saptamistham, Krudating, and Vasurupostriyam, this Sutra Trayam, it only applies for this dhato adhikaraha, not the prior one. So that's why Panini puts a dhatoho again, even though dhato iti vartamane, punardhatoho iti adhikara arabhyate, for this purpose, that he can then limit these three for this. So bottom line is that from 3191 to end of third chapter, anything which is a technical saptami there, not the usual parasaptami or vishaya saptami, like we say vartamane lat, 321. No, that is vartamane, is not upapadam. Vishaya saptami it is. In the vartamane arthe, in the sense of present. That's not upapadam. It's saptami though, it is saptami in the section. That's 32123. So that will not, so those saptami. So saptami, which is the usual parasaptami or vishaya saptami, those will not qualify upapadam. But sutram like karmanyan, now there is not a parasaptami, it is not a parasaptami. What is a parasaptami? Tasminiti nidishte purvasya, means when this follows. Parasaptami means when something follows to something to the prior, that's parasaptami. So technique is also technical saptami. But here we say karmanyan, when a karma upapada is there, pratyaya an can be used upada samasa. As a practical matter, as I mentioned to you many times, is that most of these rules come from 3 to 1 to 3 to 100. Karmanyan stuff. There are a few outside of it. Most of them come here. In our case, we have the commentator gives us the answer. So Govinda Raja gives sutram he has given to us. You want to cut the short route and just state what the commentator says, and he has given the sutram for us. And what does he give to us? He gives the sutram which says that Okay. Amanusya kartruke cha. Amanusya kartruke cha. 3 to 53. So we have come to this section from 321 to 3 to 100. So next time if you want to skip all these intermediate steps, you start with 2 to 19. Upapadam saptami stham. Sorry. Upapadam ating. Then 3192 Upapadam saptami stham. Then come to 321 to 321. If you don't find it in those 100 sutras, then look at the remaining of that chapter 3. Then you can maybe find it there. So mostly 80-90% it will be in this section only. So in this case, you already have the answer, which is 3 to 53, because the comment is given. But you need to know some background. You need to know some, because if you just look at the sutra, you will not understand maybe what is going on. So 3 to this is what Vyakaranam gives us. It gives ability to understand what is the commentator trying to say. What's his opinion? What is he trying to say? Unless you know the some Sarambhika Shiksha Nasti Chet Nyatum Na Shakyate. So what does it say? Amanusya kartruke vartamanad hante he dhatoho karmani upapadeho. So karmanyan is coming from that, back from there. Tak pratyaya bhavati. The anurvritya of karmanyan, I think, goes up to Ravi, I think 58, I think it goes to. From 3 to 1, that karmanyan, it goes up to 3 to 56, I think 56, 58. So when the karma, in this case, it is the papam. So papam hanti, that papam is the karma. Dvitiya ekvachan, papam. Hanti ti papagnaha. So now this has to amanusya kartruke. This should apply to someone who is not a human being. Who are we talking about over here? This Ramacharitam. This Ramacharitam. It is not a manusya karta. So in that case, a dhatu han is a pratyaya tak will take. So if you can finish for Ravi, you try to finish the rest of it for us. You can try, see what all you can do for us. So far I've given you the dhatu, this is what it is. This is a laukika vigraha, the technical breakdown, and a normal worldly usual language breakdown. So when you do the alaukika vigraha, it becomes papa plus plus dhatu han pratyaya tak. Okay, now can you do this for us, Ravi? See what you can do for us. So what I just put these numbers. I put 2 to 19, upadam mating, tatrapadam saptami stham, and then 3 to 53. Okay. Now what can you do for us? First of all, can you remove the will go.
Supo dhatu pratipadikayo.
Very good. Instead of pratipadikam, a sup cannot. These are very fundamental concepts. Very fundamental, straightforward concepts. Inside a pratipadikam or a dhatu, a sup cannot stay. Because when samasa comes, it gets the pratipadika sanya, krit tadita samasascha. There's no way to avoid these basic concepts. Okay, there's no way to avoid them. You have to understand at least some basics. Otherwise, you cannot make any progress in Vyakaranam. Otherwise, understanding. So, Vyakaranam is meant for what? To understand what the author is trying to say. And your best hope is to understand the commentaries on that. And if you don't know any Vyakaranam, what you can understand? It's not very difficult. It makes it very difficult. So, when the samasa comes, is the pratipadika sanya krit the samasascha supo dhatu pratipadika yoho. Just for information from the Wednesday class, from this Wednesday, which is coming on the 16th, we'll be starting Samasa Prakaranam. We'll be starting for the next year and a half or two, whatever, year and a half or so. So if you're interested in Samasa Prakaranam, it will be recorded anyway. It'll be recorded as usual, so you can also do the recordings. But the pratyaya is going to go away because of the fact of that we got the krit, the samasascha samasas. I mean the pratipadika sanya, and supo dhatu pratipadika yoho. What's the next step, Ravi?
Now
Anubandha lopaha of tak.
tak. So we get a.
So chutu halantyam. So pratyayadi chavarga tavarga syat and then halantyam. So now we're getting close now. Now what do you need, Ravi? If you want to order something, what do you need?
We need the akara lopa and
very good.
So
that second part you should know, Ravi. Second part you know already.
Is it ho hante
Inneshu. So if you get what Ravi now needs is only the akar lopaha of han. If you can get that, then our job is done. Our job is done because we have anubandha lopa we're done by the chutu halantyam. And now all I need is to get the akara of han to drop. If you do that, then I can, because ho hante ninyeshu, like in Gita, kulagnanam. In fact, Gita example right here, kulagnanam kulasya. So kulam hanti ti kulagnaha. Kulam hanti kulagna. What's the problem there, Ravi? What we just went to this, right? So kulagnanam kulasya. What's the problem there?
In the Vigraha Vakya or?
In the Samasa itself is a problem. What is that? Could we use the same steps we used here?
Kulaghnam.
Who is referring to whom? For the Kauravas, Duryodhanadinam, right? Kulaghnanam. They're Manushyas.
Okay.
So you cannot use a sutra. So you have to find other sutram. It maybe extend this one maybe in some way or the other. So yeah, this is the Samasas and Tadhisar, they're not like black and white, okay? In a sense from the beginning. Is that you'll not always get a straight form. So they may not be in a sutram. They may be also. There might be a Vartikam somewhere. Patya might be Ka somewhere being. There's a Vartikam somewhere also. Let's not waste too much time today, because limited time we have. But yes, Kulagnanam is a similar form, but the sutram we are in sutram that we are using right now, Amanusya Kartrike it says. We could not use a Kulagnanam. Okay. But anyway, the form is a very similar form. You have to somehow find a different sutram or a Vartikam or make Atidesha in some way to get a Pratyaya Tak or a Ka. But the same form is coming here, Kulagnanam. Again, Ghnatopi Sudana, Ghnatopi comes in Gita also. So you know that from a Gita reading that when the akara of Han takes lopaha, then the hakara of Han becomes ghakaraha. One more time, if the akara of Han takes lopaha from the Gita, you know that the hakara of Han becomes ghakaraha. So that sutram was ho hante ninyeshu. Let's finish it off now, Ravi. So what is
First, the akara lopa should happen though, Satish.
That's
So
right.
is
Okay,
it gamahana janakhana ghasa?
Very good. I'm impressed. Yes, very good. Yes,
Lopaha kinityanangi.
Very kinityanangi. Well said. Yes, correct. So that is what is happening here. So Ravi got this. So you knew the whole thing, Ravi. Then why you didn't know? You knew the whole thing. Oh. So the sutram that Ravi has got for us is, it says that is a set of dhatu which take the akar lopaha. Here is kinityanangi. So kiniti anangi. So along with the pratyaya is kitnit pratyaya tak. So qualify for that, and we do get these. So 6490, I think, Ravi, 6498. So gamahana jana khasam, gamahana jana khana ghasam, lopa kinityanangi. So this upada lopa takes place 6498, and we get the form. Now, so we can use that along with our sutram ohante ninyeshu. So upada lopa 6498, and then we use, I think, what is 7354, Ravi? So, yes, 7354. Okay. That will give us the form. So I'll put the numbers here. So we got, okay. And then we use, then akar lopaha by 6498, and then the ghakara adesha 7354. Okay. So we got that. Now what is there in this shloka? Let's see what is left here. Pavitram is dhatu, puin pavane, itra pratyaya has been taken there, which purifies. Idam pavitram papagnam punyam. Punyam, what's the vyakhyanam on punyam? Let's see what the commentary of punyam is that. Na kevalam shuddhyadi padakam kintu papagnam. It also, and punyam. Let's see what the commentators have to say on punyam. Punyam sakala punya sadhanam. So punya sadhanam. So one which gives punyam. So you have to extend that. So let's see. Pavitram pavivad ramacharitam punyam vipula satkarma labhyam. Different thing now. Now the two come to different interpretations now. One says that sakala punya sadhanam. By reading this Ramayanam, you can get all punyam. Other one says is that vipula satkarma labhyam. which can be only obtained, which can only be read by one, which if you only get this Ramayanam, if you have Vipula Punyam. So different Punyam, they have experienced Punyam in different ways. The Punyam is like in meritorious, as English meritorious Punyam. So we can say, which gives Punyam, is a means of attaining Punyam. So you have to extend that Punyam. You have to extend. Let me see what Govinda Raja, if you can find it. Papam Ramacharitam Pathet Brahmatyadi Koti Sarvan Idam Puyate iti Parishuddha Nekval Shuddha Kintu Papaganam Punyam Langala Jivanam Itivat Punya Sadhanam. Okay. Punya Sadhanam. You supply that. Punya Sadhanam. Punya Sadhanam. Okay. So now what is left here? Vedesha Sammitam Dhatu Ma. Ma becomes Mita. What's the term for that, Ravi? Yati Mastha Mittikiti.
Oh, Gumastha.
No. 7440. Yati Syati Mastham Ittikiti. Dhatu Yati Syati. Do and Shu, I think dhatus are. Then Ma and Stha. Amita. Like Amita, right? Amita and then Sthita. These. Tikiti. Takara Dikit Pratyaya. So this is dhatu ma, the Nishtha Pratyaya. This Sammita means in comparison with or approved by, on par with the Vedas. Par with the Vedas. Sammitam. So 7440 there. Yah Patet. Yah means pronoun, means Yah Janaha Patet. Patet is Vidhiling Ekavachanam. So Patet, you want to prepare for us in Patet, Ravi?
Yeah, so Patha, Pat plus Shap.
No, first time Vidhiling.
Vidhiling. And then Pat and Tip.
Tip, then?
And then Pat and Tascha.
Itascha Pat Ta.
Ta. And then Kartari Shap.
No, before that, you have to
Oh,
finish
Yasut.
away. Yes, Yasut.
Yasut Parasmai Padeshu Dhartong Itcha.
Itcha. You become Patha Yas Ta. Then
Skos Sanyoga Diorantecha.
No, Tripadi yet. Slow down.
Okay.
Yasta Kartari Shabt.
Okay.
So
Patha
Yasta and then
Atoyeyaha.
Atoyeyaha. Very good. So Patha Iyata. Lastly.
Then Gunaha Patheyat.
Then.
Oh, we forgot the Sakara.
No, Yas. The entire Yas became Iya.
Okay, yes.
That is
Patheyat. Then Lopo Vyorvali.
Very good. Lopo Vyorvali. You got the whole thing. Pathet. Okay, let's put some. So basis is Vidhiling Prayoga. Ravi gave all the steps. Vidhiling, Pratya. Tip comes in. And tip comes in. Then Itash. Lakara has no as a nit. But 3 for 100. That ending akara of. When the Lakara has that Kavaraka Panchama as a nit. Ending Ikara takes Lopaha becomes Pat. In the Vidhiling, you get the, in fact, in Vidhiling and Ashi Ling, you get the Yasut Agama. Becomes Pat Yas. In the meanwhile, when you now that's 3.4. So those are 2 systems 3.4 Ravi. So Itascha and the Yasut had to be done first. So we got to finish 3.4 first. Then only go to the remaining section. Then we get, of course, Kartari Shap. And then when the Angam ends in the Avarna, short I should say, Ataha, Ato Yeya. When you have the Akarantam Angam, the Yas becomes Iya. So Patha Iya Ta. And then Adgunaha, Lopo Yorvali. So I put some just basic rules over here. So Pathed, what number is Ato Yeya? What number is that, Ravi?
Atoyeyaha. No idea, Satish.
7 to 8-ish. Yeah, exactly. 7 to 8.
Okay.
That was a lucky hit. I didn't know the exact number. That was a lucky hit. And it was around. Some of them I know the exact. Some of them I just know the approximate area. It was Atoyeya. Okay, let's put a couple of numbers, then we go to Balaramji for translation. How about Pramuchyate? What is happening? Pramuchyate Dhatu Much, right?
Yeah, Much.
You want to find that one first? Much plus Lat.
Much plus Lat, then Much plus Ta for Atmanepadam.
Very good. Because of Bhava Karmano, Atmanepadam. Then next step.
Then Kita, or we can do Sarvadhatuke Yak.
No. First finish that 3.4 Ravi. First, always good habit. Always finish that one first. Okay.
Yeah. Pita Atmane Padana Tere.
Okay, good. Then
And Muchte.
Now do Sarvatuke Yak.
Sarvadhatuke Yak. Muchya Te.
That's done. Muchyate. You're done. Oh. Muchyate. So anyway, so here we got the Kartari Shap. Kartari Shap we got. The tip Pratyaya we got. Itashcha we got by the using the Ikara has gone. Yasut. Yasut we got to Nitcha. That will be I think 3, 4. What is it? 3, 4 like 103-ish. Yeah, 103. Also lucky hit. 3, 4, 103. 3, 4, 103 is coming that. So 3, 4, 103. And we got Yasut. Then we got the Kartari Shap. After that, I'm going, of course going very fast, but we don't have time. So 7 to 80. Ato Yaha. Ad Gunaha. And we also got Lopo. What number is Lopo Yorvali? What number? 6166 Lopo Yorvali. So in Muchyate also we say Muchyate form which you had is very kind of straightforward. Muchyate. So the only thing here is that one thing is that when you have something in the passive, Bhava Karmanoho Atmane Padam. You can only use Atmane Padam. Pratyaya Ta comes in here. So which of course by 3, 4, 78. And then Tita Atmane Padanam Te Re. Ta becomes Te at 3, 4, 79. And then Sarvadhatuke Yak 3, 167. See this someday, I hope, like Ravi is doing now, you will try to master this thing in the Prakriya. There is no other way out. If you want to learn Panini Vyakaranam, you have to learn how this Panini engine works. And the best way to test drive it is in the thing in the Prakriya, because the Anga Karyams are intricate, and you can then do the Anga Karya. Okay, let's bring Balramji, let's see. So, so let's see, Bala, I can do the connection for us now. Let's see, connect it for us.
Yes, it is.
Reading. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yes, reading.
Samritam?
I think it is.
No, sorry, Patet.
Patet, but no, I'm sorry. No, I'm wrong. My mistake. He who, that.
Yaf Patet. Yaf.
Yaha. And reads is Patet.
Patet, yeah.
Like he who would read. See, this is my Satish. I have my own sutram, by the way. My sutram is that could, would, ought, may, should, su, ling vaktavya. Ling should be said. Of course, this is a nature vacuum, but it is that when you want to translate ling into English, you have to use one of these, Balaji. Could, should, ought, would, may, might. That is ling. That is ling. And let shabde lot. Let shabde lot. When you have to use English let, that is lot. So these are two sutras how to translate from English into Sanskrit. Is when you have to use Vidiling, use could, would, ought, might, should, etc. One of these. Otherwise, when you use lot, use let in English. So Madhya Purusha can be of course Ajnapaka lot. That also can be command. But anyway, so one who would read, one who may read, one who might read, one who reads. Okay. This is what?
Idam.
Idam. Sacred.
I would say Pavitram, but
Pavitram. No, I'm sorry. No, I think it's not because.
I don't think it's. I think it's understood. I guess.
No. It's not understood because
Charitam.
We have Pavitram, we have Papagnam and Punyam. Okay. Now later on he's saying which is capable of purifying the mind. Which
the mind. Yeah, that's
Pavitram.
Mm-hmm.
That's Pavitram. Dhatu Puying Pavane is one which purifies, right? So Pavitram is capable of purifying and wiping out sins. That is also straightforward, right?
Papagnam.
Remaining is Punyam now. That is sacred.
Oh, okay.
Meritorious, sacred.
Okay.
So sacred will be Punyam. Then the narrative. Okay, narrative.
Charitam.
And then of Shri Rama is Rama.
Rama.
It's capable of purifying the mind. We got Pavitram, I think, and is a cha somewhere there.
Cha.
And wiping out sins is Papagnam. It's treated on par with.
I think it is Samhitam.
Samhitam, on par. Then with the Vedas is the
Vedaischa. Vedaihi.
is completely absolved. So,
Pramuchyate.
Pramuchyate, is completely, and from all sins.
Sarva papaihi.
Sarva papai. Good, very good. Balaram, you can just continue like this. Keep on reading. You'll get a lot of knowledge. This Ramayanam is beautiful like that, beautiful. Just keep on doing the Anvaya connection. Of course, some word will look strange to you. And then slowly it will give you enough knowledge to go delve a little bit deeper, But this is a simple, this Gita Press books which are the Ramayanam, and then of course first Gita you can do same way. Ramayanam and then the Bhatpuranam. It's really like a sopana paddhati, like a staircase, a beautiful staircase. You can keep on reading. And of course even now 50% you will get, right? 50% thing you got, even without 50% you can get.
Correct.
So remaining 50, you have to make some progress, get some pieces
But
here.
our languages have borrowed so much from Sanskrit that we are able to guess a few words.
Yes, exactly. They are like pavitram, like purifying pavitram. These words, of course, is there. Correct. Like charitam, character, right? Charitam, character. So a lot of these are there. So good. Okay. Let's see if we can. Thank you. So let's do the next one, and we have only 2 left. Maybe we can finish today. Maybe not. Okay. Let's try. Etadakshanam ayushyam pathan ramanam naraha saputra pautra saganah pretya swarge mahiyate. Etadakshanam ayushyam pathan ramanam naraha saputra pautra saganah pretya swarge mahiyate. Etadakshanam ayushyam pathan ramanam naraha saputra pautra saganah pretya swarge mahiyate. It's also great tapas. Just take the Gita, take Ramayanam, just read 3 times loudly, slowly, and preferably without mistakes if you can. So Shanaihi, Uchchaihi, Spashtam, Nirdosham Pathet Trivaram. Tena Sarvam Jnanam Setsyati. With all knowledge you'll get all knowledge. Just keep on reading loudly, slowly. Ekam aksharam. Etadakhyanam ayushyam pathan Ramayanam naraha saputra pautra saganah pretya swarge mahiyate. Okay, Ravi, what's the Tiganda Padam here?
Mahiyate.
Mahiyate. Any guesses on this one?
It's Mahivruddhav.
I think this one is a bit difficult one, Ravi. I think this Mahi, I think this is a Namadhatu, Ravi.
Oh. Like Ramayate.
Yeah, well, there are different kinds of them. So let me just quickly give you, without spending too much time, because in Dhatu Vritti, the one which is published by this Ramla Trust, which I like, there is a Suchi of the Dhatu, Nama Dhatu Suchi. Okay, I'm talking about the particular text. Is the Parishishtam, is the appendix. Okay, so appendix number 5. I'm on page number 836. Is Kanvadigana Dhatavaha and Mahing Pujayam. Mahing Pujayam is a Kanvadi. Now, what in the world is Kanvadi, Ravi? Any guesses? Oh.
Is it? It looks like a Gana.
It's a Gana. But where does Panini use Kanvadi? What is Kanvadi? Kanvadibhyo yak. Kanvadibhyo yak. You're right, it's Namadhatu, which means that these Kanvadis are a special breed. There are some Pratipadikani, some Dhatavaha. This will tell you what our Abhyankar professor said about Kanvadi. So Kanvadi is a Gana. It's a Gana, of course. We take the Pratyaya yak to form a new Dhatu. Sanadyanta Dhatavaha. So become Mahiya. After we straightforward from after Mahiyate, we straightforward. So Pujayam. So Mahiyate, he's worshipped. So Puja means he is respected. So he is worshipped, he is honored. Satkriyate, so Kanvadi. So Kanvadi is Sutram Kanvadibhyo. You will come to in a second. We'll let you look. So anyway, this was about Ramayana. I was just telling you about Ramayana, right? So simple concepts. Ramayana will give you in very small dose so that we can digest, So we can digest. You see the form Mahiyate, you're wondering what dhatu is it? Because in the dictionary you don't find it. Look around here and there. Maybe you won't find it, it's okay. But now you know there's a form like Mahiyate, which I could not find the dhatu for that. So what could it be? then maybe you'll think about it, So that's how Ramayanam gets you on the right track, So kanvadibhyo yak. So kanvadibhyo, kanvadi. So I'm sorry, I'm looking in the wrong place. Kanvadibhyo. Give me 1 second, okay? So kanvadi. It's a strange. This one is strange gana. Kanvadi, because the fact that I think, as I remember correctly, some of these are dhatus, some of these are, Pratipadikani. Kanvadi, okay, it's Kanvadi. The class of words forming a portion of the class of words called Garva. No, that's not the one, sorry. So a group of, another Kanvadi, okay, be careful, there are two Kanvadis. So a group of words which are headed by the word Kandu, which is scratch, Kandu, and which are either nouns or roots or both, to the pratyaya yak is added to arrive at the secondary dhatu, means sanajanta dhatu, Kanduyati, Kanduyate, and so on. No, that's the thing. So the Kanvadibhyo yak 3127. If you do not find a dhatu in dhatu patha, it may be a derived dhatu. Derived dhatu means, when you say derived dhatu, what's called sadhita dhatava. Sadhita means derived. That's not a technical term, but they come in Ashtadhyayi from 315 to 3132. Sanajanta dhatavaha 315 to 315 to 3131, and at the end of that, Panini says Sanajanta dhatavaha. In between that, Panini has Supaha. Supaha atmanaha kyach. So a Subbantam can take kyach pratyaya to form a dhatu. So that is what is called as Nama Dhatavaha. First Pani says Supaha Atmanaha Kyach, because this pratyaya is being added to a Subbantam to create a dhatu. The Kanvadi is a special thing, and that's in its own thing. So Supaha goes up to 11, and then after that also there are some other terms. So that whole thing, goes later on. In fact, this Kanvadibhyo yak, even the term Nama Dhatu may not be applicable to this study, because some of these are dhatus to begin with, So you see, this is just a special case. So Kanvadibhyo yak. So normally Nama Dhatavaha, so they, end a little bit earlier. So we get the young pratyaya. So I think they have to go mainly up to the 21. So 3-1 is Supaha Atmanaha Kyach. Up to that, up to this 3-1-21, Kyang Sulov Sikartuhu. These are Subantas, Vrishadibhyo, Lohitadi, Jachbhya, Lohitadi. These are not dhatus. Kashtaya Karmaneva. Again, Karmanaha, Bashpa, Ushma, Bhyam. These are all Subanta. You see the Prajvadikani. So they all take pratyas to form dhatus. Then Namo, Namasyate. So Namo Vari Vashchitranga Kyach. And it's only Munda Mishya ends up to here. So the Namadhata was only to this part, I think, mainly. Supatmana Kyach up to 3-1-21. This is 3-1-27. This is a different thing. So Kanvadibhyo. Anyway, Kanvadibhyo is a gana. It used to form this special kind of dhatus, which are almost like, some of them are nama dhatus, some are on like a gray area. So in that gana, is the word mahing is there, which is pratyaya yak. So mahiya is a new dhatu, just from mahiyate. Pujyate, he's worshipped there, mahiyate. So now Swarge straightforward, right? Saptami ekavachanam, Swarge mahiyate. Now mahiyate is interesting form now. First of all, I told Ravi is that in the Kanvadi Gana, it says mahing. The Kavarga Panchama is an it. What does it tell you?
Atmane Padam. Anuzatanyata Atmane.
Anuzatanyata Atmane Padam. This I'll take mahiyate. This is not a passive form. This is not a passive form. Your Sarvadhatike yak would have come over there. So mahiyate. In fact, let's see if I can get Sayanacharya to give us any hint on this. Okay, I'm looking at dhatu vritti mahiyate, because I just said pujyate. Pujyate is passive. This mahi almost is he becomes worthy of worship. To become worthy of honor is this mahiyate. Means he excels, kind of. He becomes glorious. He becomes worship worthy. So it is an active form, mahiyate. Well, pujyate is a passive form. So in fact, let's see if I can get anything from Saranacharya. Kanvadi. Okay, let's see if he comments on Mahi. Udaharanani he gives, Saranacharya gives. Mahi. Has he given Mahi? Mahi Pujayam. Okay, in fact he does give, very good. Atra Puja, Pujyamana Kartrika. It becomes worthy of worship. Tenayam akarmakaha. So he becomes worthy of worship. Mahimate is pujam adhigacchati ityartha. This is what Saranacharya says. Mahiyate pujam adhigacchati ityartha. Means he attains honor. He attains respect. Pujam adhigacchati. So basically in English you can say he becomes honorable. Mahiyat. For Mahiya, then we say for that Ravi Mahiya plus ta, then Putita from around Tere, being shupped in between there, Ato Gune Mahiyate. Okay. Now one thing you have is that Pretya. So Praitya. Little bit, okay. Should we do a little bit grammar for you, Ravi? Praitya. So how from Itya from where? From Dhatu, which was Dhatu?
In Gatau and then...
In Gatau. Very good. Then you can get the Samankriti Purvakale Pratyak Twa gets Lyap. Lyap takes the Tuk Agamaha.
Rasvasya Piti Kruti Tuk.
Rasvasya Piti Kruti Tuk. But the question for you, Ravi, now is that Atra Rasva Nasti, Atra Ekara Asti, Dirghasvara Asti. How do I get around this problem? So remember, the Pratya Lyap can only come Samase Anyang Purvek to Lyap.
Oh.
If this samasa is being formed, I have to do the ad guna first. Antaranga karyam. And do you know Sutram Ravi? I think maybe you may not know this.
Is it Asiddhavad Atrabhat?
No, it's a good try, but I gave you a hint that I did ad guna. Well, what adhikara is what adhikara is?
Ekapurva Parayoha.
Very good. Under that, Ravi, this is sutra for today, Ravi. Under that you'll find a sutram, an ekapura parayoho, is that it says Shatva tukora siddha. Shatva tukora siddha. When you have to do Shatvam or the tuk agamaha, this pura parayoho eka is asiddha. This is the third asiddhatam for you. So you have one in the pura asiddham, you have in 6422, siddha trabhat. This is also asiddha. It's shat only for these two operations. Shatva tukora siddha. So then because we saw this pura, this ad gunaha, this adesha of the eka asiddha. So only the ikara is seen, so you can do rasvasya piti piti tuk.
Okay.
So 6186. This is good one for today. Found a good one for you today. 6186. 618. So shatva tukora siddha. Quickly look at the vyakyanam on that for 1 second, if I can give it to you. Let's see. Shatva tukora siddha. So 6186 will say 6186. Interesting. It's a good, valid question, right, Ravi? Saying rasvasya piti piti tuk, then how will you get tukagamaha? Shatve tuki cha kartavye ekadeshu asiddha bhavati siddha karyam na karoti ityartha. Asiddha vachanam adesha lakshanam pratishadartham utsarga lakshana bhavartham cha. He says padanta, he gives system, and then he gives that here. It is the preta ityatra aditya. If you look at aditya pretya, this typo here, the typo. Aditya pretya is what we have right now. Pretya. Ityatra ekadeshasya siddhatvat rasvasya pitikuti tuk bhavati.
Perfect. Yeah, same thing.
Same thing. So aditya pretya. In fact, Kashika is given pretya is given for Kashika. So 6186 is Kashika. Example pretya. So one more time, rest of the class is that this eka adesha is to be considered asiddha. You have to apply rasvasya pitikuti tuk. That's where you get the, this is Ramayanam, small things, but they add up to a lot of knowledge. That is put in the, so Pretya is, of course, most of you will not think of any of these things at all, which is okay. But if you want to, as you get more and more comfortable with it, you get on the second pass or third pass or fourth pass of Ramayanam, you can look into a little bit more detail when you get some more confidence. When you have the Bhayanivritti, you're not afraid of this text anymore. You can use it for even more benefit, More benefit. If you know Ramayanam Vyakaranam, you are all set. You're all set. The 24,000 shlokas, 24,000, yielding less than 100 we've done so far, and so much we have learned already. So, okay. So let's now. I think we have most of it now done for this shloka. Okay. So two bahuvaris. I have two bahuvaris for you.
Satish, this Saputra Pautraha.
So, and Saganaha. So, Ganaihi Saha Vartamana Saganaha.
So that is Tena Saheti Tulya Yoge.
Very good. Tena Saheti Tulya Yoge.
And then Vopasarjanasya.
Very good. I'm impressed, Ravi. Very good. Very good. What are numbers for that?
Numbers I don't know, Satish.
Okay, well, it has to be
2,
1.
2, 2 or 2, 1.
No, it's 2, 2, Ravi. Because 2, 2 is Bahuvari. I think 2, 2, 24 is the main Stutam Anekamanya Padarthe. And, sorry, 2 to 24, sorry. Below that, you'll find Tena Sahi Tulya Yoge. 2 to 28. Now, what the next one also you should know, Ravi. You have to do a Pura Padam Karyam in a Samasa. Where is that? Which Padavashchade is that?
That's Purva Padam.
Uttarapadadikara. Uttarapadya. 6-3.
Is it to determine which one comes first?
No. That's the Purnipa. I'm talking about the Uttarapade. Aluguttarapade. Because you want to make the Saha into Sa. So when Uttarapadam follows, the Saha will become Sa under some conditions. So when something has to be done, operation has to be done for the Purapadam of a Samasaha. Uttarapade means it has to be a Samasa only. It can't be anything else. Uttarapade means Samasa. So Purapadasya Karyam Vidhiyati Uttarapade Sati. That's the topic of 6.3 Vashtadhyay. In 6.3 Vashtadhyay, Panini tells you what to do with the Purapadam, but that's what Panini talks about in a compound like Vishwamitraha, Atmane Padam, Yudhishthiraha, Mahatma. So become Yudhishthiraha. So become Yudhi, become Yudhi, Aluk Samasaha. Atmane Padam. Also Vishwamitraha. Dirgha. Tadrish. Ta become Tadrish. So all Mahatma, but the Akadeshaha. Like you can say like, Ashtavimshati Tame Yuge, when you do the Puja Sankalpa, right? Ashtavimshati, become Ashtavimshati. So all these are in the compound, something is happening in the Pura Padam. That will be in 6.3. And here your Sutram, which is Vopasajanascha, Sahasya Saha. Sahasya Saha will be Adhikara coming here. Sahasya Saha and will come Vopasajanasya. Yes, Sahasya Sahas Sanyayam. Then Vopasajanasya, which means Upasajana. Now, without spending too much time in the class right now, is that in a Bahuvrihi, every Padam has Upasajana Sanya. Because of why is that, Ravi? What's the point different Upasajanam? Which Sutram? Go ahead.
Upasarjanam Purvam, isn't it?
No, that's only the Karyam. That's not a Sanya Sutram. That only tells you that Upasajana goes first.
Yeah, so that which is in Prathama Vibhakti is
very good. Very good. What sutram is that?
I don't remember the sutra.
Sutram is that Prathama Nidishtam Samasa Upasarjanam.
Samase Upasarjanam, yes.
Samase Upasarjanam. Now, the in Bahuvri Sutram Anekam Anya Padarthe. As a general rule, in a Bahuvri, everything Upasarjanam. So, Upasarjanasya means that Upasajana Samasaha, which include Bahuvris, this Saha becomes Sa optionally. 6382. So, like in Gita, you have Sahayadnya Praja Sushta Puravacha Prajapati. So, this Saha did not become Sa, did it? Did not become Sa. That means the option must be because Sahayadnya Praja Sushta Puravacha Prajapati. Yadnyehi Saha Vartamanaha Prajaha Srishtva. So that is this. So that is the Saha may become Sa, may not become Sa. I think the more common form it does become Sa. So Vopasajanasya means that, so first of all, you use the correct sutram that Ravi used was the Tena Sahiti Tulya Yoge. Tena Sahiti Tulya Yoge, which is 2.2.28. After that, we use the Vopasajanasya, which is the 6.3.82. So now the other one is similar, which is that Saputra Pautraha. So Putra Pautra will be Dvandva compound. putrascha pautrascha putra pautraha. Then taihi saha vartamanaha. Same thing. Tina sarati tulya yoge and then upajadanasya. Let me just put one in a document and we'll proceed from. So we learned a lot of things today. A lot of things, interesting things which are going on. You heard them one time, you heard them again, and hopefully when you really teach somebody, then you really learn. Otherwise you never learn any of these things. So sagana. So sagana. So sagana, we have used this a Bahuvrihi compound. So we use 2228 along with 6382, and the other one is similar one. So what do we have left now in this shloka? We have Naraha is straightforward. Become Nara. But you will be careful because Nara also become Nuru is there, right? Ravi to become Nara will become Bhuvachanam.
Na naro naraha.
Na Naro Naraha api bhavati. But most of the time they will not do the nasty thing. Nara mostly will be Pratama Ekvachanam. And this is Shabda Chalaha. When they want to just make a play on words, and they'll use Nuru, make Nara as Bhuvachanam. Anyway, here's Ekavachanam. Clearly Saganaha is there. The Ramayanam is here. So Ramayanam also a lot of etymologies has. Simple one, Ramasya Ayanam means Charitam, means the goings. Ayanam means the Ayagatau, right? Sorry, Ayagatau. So it
Yes,
has to be the goings of Ramayanam, means the travels of Rama, the experts of Ramayam. Patan. Okay, this stuff, folks, is covered in Saturday class already. So Shatrugandha Pratyaya Patat Suyadapatya Su Halniyabhyo with Numagamaha Gudsham Salamaspanya Dhatoho, then Sanyugantasya Lopaha, Asiddhatvat, Asiddhatvat, Na Nakar Lopaha. Because once you Sanyugantasya Lopa that you do for 8223, it's Asiddha. The Takar of Patat will go away, but then you cannot come back and use 827 because that's Purvatra Siddham. It's all been covered in the Saturday examples, so please follow them there. So Patan. Prathama ekvachanam pullinge Pajvatingam patat means reading. Etad and akhyanam is dvitiya ekvachanam. Etasoni samon napunsakat. Akhyanam is again atoam akhyanam. Akhya is to narrate, to tell the story. This narrative akhyanam. This is the story. This story. Then ayusham. Ayusham is that ayuh prayojanam yasya. This is a Tadita formation. But here also, Govinda Raja gives the sutram for us in Ayusham. So Ayusham, this is what he says. Ayusham. Okay, Ayusham. He says Ayuhu prayojanam asya Ayusham. Sargadibhyo yad vaktavyaha iti vartikena yad pratyaha. So one whose prayojanam, objective, is to give long life, ayusham. So this is an akhyanam which is meant for longevity. Prayojanam means that is the purpose of the intent. Intended for long life, ayusham. So ayusham, the pratyaya will get is the, so I'll get you a number for that, is the Vartikam 15111. You're running out of time now anyway. So 51111 Vartikam is that this is Tadita, and they're hard to master because there's more than 1,000 rules, 51111. So we can learn some from the Vyakhyanam. At least when we get the sutram from the Vyakhya, we should understand it. Simple thing. He says, this is anuvritti of coming of prayojanam. So, this is cha pratyaya bhavati tadasya prayojanam. The objective is that etasmin vishaye. If tadita pratyaya, I told you, it's difficult to find three elements of that. What is the prakriti? What pratyaya is coming in what meaning? Okay, these three we need. We need these three. So here, this says the pratyaya is from these words, anu pravachanadibhya, which we don't have. Pratyaya cha also we don't have. We have ayus rasyat. But then why are we coming here then? Because of the artha. Look at 51111. Prior to that, you will have a sutram which says prayojanam. So now we get the prayojanam. We want that meaning of prayojanam. And inside this one, so that gives us the meaning now. 51109. And that's just the meaning. And then comes this is Sarga Adibhyaha Yad Vaktavyaha. Sargaha Prayojanam Yasya Swargyam. Ayushyam. Ayushyam. So that which has longevity as objective, means which gives long life. Ayushyam. So 51111 Vatikam. That one, as I said, if you once you at least look at the Vyakhya to understand what the Vyakhya, that's good enough in Tadvita to start with, and we can slowly build our own confidence, kind of look around in Tadvita land and see, what we can get. Okay. So 511 Vakyam, I think we are running out of time. So let's bring up Balramji. Ayushyam. Ayushyam. So 51111. This is a Vatikam. Okay, Balramji, let's see. All right, let us see that. Let me put the text for you. Who is qualifying, of course, the Yakshanam, the Akshanam. Okay. How about reading? What is reading, Balram?
Patan.
Patan, reading. This.
Etat.
Etad. Narrative.
Akhyanam.
Akhyanam. Centering around Sri Rama.
Ramayanam.
Ramayanam.
But Ayanam is not coming there, right?
Yeah, Ayanam is, in fact, okay, now that you brought the point, okay, now there's been in the commentaries they're given many Vigraha Vakyani for this Samasa.
Oh.
So okay, now let's see, they've taken one of them, okay, not to spend too much time, but it says Ramaha Ayanam Pratipadya Yasya Tad Ramayanam. Means that the Ayanam is Pratipadya, the one which is to be talked about,
Okay.
the one which is to be, explained, that, so Ramaha Ayanam Yasya. So one whose topic is Rama. So this is what I'm telling you. There are a lot of etymologies here. There are about 5, 6 of them. But what they have done is in even the Gita press, they've taken the Tilaka Tika, which is the main, like the name Tilaka is the main Tika, and they have taken the very first Tilaka gives, Ramaha Ayanam Pratipadyo Yasya Tad Ramayanam. But if you look at other people, they're given a lot of other things. They're given. Let me give you a couple of more maybe. I think there was Ramayanam, Rama Pratipadakam, the same thing, which talks about Rama. Rama Prapakam Va, Rama Prapakam, which takes you to Rama. So this action will take you to Sri Rama. Rama Prapakam Va, means it takes you there. Prapakam Va. This is another one that they have given. Ramayanam says Ramayanam. Ramaha Ayyate Prapyate Anena. So that by which Rama can be reached. Itiva Ramayanam. It says Ramasya Ayanam, which is what we thought. Ramasya Ayanam Ramayanam. Anyway, a lot of things they give. So this one, what they have taken is that is Ramaha Ayanam Pratipadyaha Yasyatad Ramayanam. Okay. Centering around, so, and it's a typo here, English typo here. Centering around Sri Rama, you look at the Vyakhyanam. But anyway, you're right. The basic meaning with the Rama's biography, that doesn't give the meaning. We have to go for the Bahuvuri meaning. Okay, and understood, I think. Conducive to longevity, conducive
Ayushyam.
Ayushyam, Prayojanam Tasya, a man,
Naraha.
Shall on departing, so on departing, let's take that. From the
Pretya.
Departing from, there's a special meaning. The pra plus e, special meaning it has. It's not just departing from this world. Where is it coming in Gita? Very quick.
Mamupetyatu. No.
Last verse of Adhyaya. We further hint. Nashatat Pretya no iha. Chapter 17. Tat Pretya no iha. Tat Pretya no iha. Chapter 17. Quickly show that before we finish up for today. Okay. Nashatat Pretya. I'm sorry. Too many windows open over here. Tat Pretya no iha. Oh, I think that was right here. Okay, here the Gita is here. 17th Adhyaya. Last shloka. Nashatat Pretya means something which is done without faith. It will give no results. Either in this world or the next. So Pretya. It says, so it's Ashadhaya Hutam Daktam, which which if you do offer oblation without any shraddha, tapas taptam, if you do tapas without shraddha, kritam cha, anything which you do without shraddha, asadityuchyate, asadityuchyate, asat, it is useless basically. Partha, nachatat pretya no iha, phaladayakam na bhavati. So it will not give anything, either not having gone to the next world, nor here also nothing. Anyway, pretya comes here. Pretya comes in Gita. Okay. So where were we at? Let me take you back. Okay. Right. Okay. So that's the pretya departing from this world. Shall be honored.
Mahiyate.
Yes, he is honored. Means it's because future. Because what sutram we like to use here, Ravi? Mahiyate. Actually, you don't need. You can say Vartamana Samipya Vartamana Vadva, right? You can probably, because when you say like Am Gacha means I will go soon. I am going now. I will go. So when you mean Vartamana Samipya, so when it means close to Vartamana, you can use Vartamana Vadva. Vartamana Vadva. So you can use the Vartamana Lat. Vartamana Lat can be used even if it is close to Vartamana. Where would that be? Sutram would be for, let's see. Vartamana. No, I missed it. Here is Vartamana Samipye, Vartamana Vadva. Means if you say Aham Gacchami means I'm going now, shortly I'm going. You don't have to say I'm Gamishya. You can say Gacchami also can be said. So Mahiyate, he said he shall be honored, right? So you can say maybe after going he will be, I mean Mahiyate, he is honored. In heaven is
Swarge.
Swarge. Along with his sons and grandsons.
Along with Putra Pautraha.
Pautraha. So Putra hi Pautrishasaha Vartamanaha. As well as his followers and attendants.
I think only Saganaha is left.
Saganaha. That's also Vyakshanam. So Ganaha, Dasadayaha. No, Dasi Dasadayaha. Taihi Saha. So along with his attendants and followers. So Saganaha, another Saganaha, let's see quickly. Mahiyate, Pujyate, let's see, Saganaha, Mitra, Mantri, Dasa, Adi Sahita. So all his friends, followers, everybody, advisors, friends, followers. Okay, and we're out of time now, I'm sorry. But next time we'll do the last shloka. Some homework for Ravi and for everybody else. Patan Dvijo Vagrishavattamiyat, Syat Kshatriyo Bhumipatittamiyat, Manikjana Panya Palattamiyat, not Punya, Panya Palattamiyat, Iyat Janascha Shudropi Mahattamiyat. Firstly, how the form Iyat comes. Dhatu in Gatau, even though Govindaraja says Dhatu I Gatau he has taken, Govindaraja. We may not need that because, with all due respect, I think that we can probably do the Ashi ling, which fits very well. So, with Dhatu in Gatau. That means a blessing. So, blessing that one who would read this would get this. So, this is a wish or a blessing from the author. So here, another thing is this word Syat. This word Syat is taken in Avyayam. Also a strange thing. But this Syat is taken in Avyayam. So look at that in the Avyaya Kosha for Syat. You can look that up, please. Then Iyat, get the form in Ashi link. Pathapurusha say Ekvachanam. Bhupatittam Iyat. Vanik, of course, Vanish Pathavatam, you know about that. Panya. Look at the form Panya. In the Kritya Adhikaraha, Ravi for homework for you. There is sutram for Panya, okay? Special sutram, which point us of Panya. In the Krityaha, in the potential participles, Krityaha. In this Adhikara, we will find sutram for Panya, okay? What does that mean? Look at Amar Kosha, also in Amar Kosha, Panya. Mahattam Iyat. Okay, so Iyat we can do Syat as a homework and Panya as a homework. Okay, so let's stop with that. Again, it is March 12th. Next class on March 26th. Let's do Mangalacharanam. Ramo Rajam Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramena Vyata Nishachara Chamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Raman Nasti Parayanam Rataram Ramaschada Sosmyaham Rame Chittale Sada Bhotume Bhorama Muddhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varaname Sri Rama Nama Varaname. So next time when we finish, we're going to finish next time, of course. We can maybe start Sundarakandam is what I'm thinking. Take, Sankshepena. So Pratyekasto Ekasya Adhyaya se Eka Shloka Atva Dau Shlokau. Take 2 shlokas, 1 shloka from each Adhyaya. Ekasya Adhyayasya. No, and we can take that, get the Saransha, get the essence of Sundarakandam is what I'm thinking. If you have any other suggestions, send me an email, send us an email, we'll think about it. It will be a good thing to do Sundarakandam because that's the most Ramayanam part is Sundarakandam. In fact, in our temple over here, we did Sundarakandam for about 8-9 years. We did the whole Sundarakandam in detail, every shloka in detail. So it would be nice to go back and visit the Sundarakandam. So maybe that will be a good thing. That's what I'm thinking. If any suggestions, give me let us know. How are you doing, Ravi? You doing fine? So,
Yes, Satish.
Vasu, you're okay?